Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. Also, for those of you that are going to point it out, yes, my hair is messed up. I don't mind. I kind of actually find it a little cool. Just eating some lemon cake thing. Yeah. I'm like a half hour late to get home. And this is actually funny if it's funny after the fact and if it wasn't you on that bus. So we're sitting on the bus waiting for the bus driver to go. Then the lady gets up, takes the key, runs off the bus. Just books it off the bus with the keys. Then, this guy, he's in the bus behind us, but none of us knew he was the driver for the bus behind us. He got out of his bus, came up to ours, got on. He was like, yeah, I'm going to bring you guys home. Moves us up, moves us to the side just so the other buses could get by. And then he got up and was like, yeah, right. And then he got back in his bus, drove by, and this is him when he's driving by, waving at us. I'm like, really? And then the principal and guidance guy was there, and they were like, well, no, alright, we'll have a bus driver here in 2 minutes. It hit 2 minutes. The principal's like, okay, I'm driving. He sat down. We started going, we went 20 feet forward. We were about to hit the snow, and he's like, oh, that's snow. He starts backing up, and right as he starts backing up, a giant truck, it's one of the grounds people for the school, pulls up right next to us, and the principal's just like, hi, and then quickly just turns off the bus, gets up, and acts like he didn't do anything. And then our original bus driver got on and was like, sorry, well, there was a, and she did apologize, which was cool. So yeah, that happened so far today. Most likely gonna hang out with Aaron and Steven later. Hopefully. So, this is gonna be between the things. The chair broke, and I almost fell with it. I was wondering when that was gonna happen. But yeah. Okay, so it's Wednesday still. But wow. That's all I really could say is wow. Xenoblade Chronicles is wow. I just watched the final. Yeah, finale. The finale, the final, whichever way you want to put it. Trigger Conroy. Xenoblade Chronicles. Wow. I think the first thought that came to my head when I saw the end was, whose viewpoint are we seeing? It was like, wow. That's a game that I would love to be able to play. But yeah. Just thought I'd say that because it's actually something huge. I watched each episode as it came out, except for one point where there were 3 episodes I didn't watch because I was busy doing schoolwork and stuff, so I had to do that. But yeah, it's a good game. I'd love to play it myself. But yeah. So now I'm going to leave you guys to the rest of this video in 3, 2, really? I pause it just so, well yeah, so pretty much, long story short, if I said anything about Aaron and Steven, it's almost 6, Steven's not going to hang out, but he told me to send a message if I hung out with Aaron, who, it's Wednesday, so he's got something to do, which I forgot about until after I sent him a message, so I'm hoping I didn't get him in trouble. But something that's new is this one. Yeah. my mother was going to Target. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. There was a sign that said, please ask us. So we did. And the guy, he's like, oh, well, I don't know, I'd have to call the back. And then some other guy who was supposed to, like, he was leaving because later on this lady, while we were getting rung up, the lady was like, what are you still doing here? So he was supposedly on his way out. He was like, oh yeah, we got Chic and Toon Link because some guy, when we got a full shipment in, showed up and bought all of them. So pretty much now they have it so like all the amiibos are going to be locked up, or all the ones that are new. So like Mario, I think it was Mario, Diddy Kong, Link, Kirby, Peach, Zelda, and Pikachu and Luigi. And I think there was a couple Donkey Kongs there too. They were all out on display. But then Chic, Toon Links, they didn't have any Bowsers, which was odd because I've always seen Bowser everywhere. But yeah, the Toon Links and the Chics, which is I already Toon Link, so I only needed Chic. They have them locked up, so, and they will only give you one per like person, unless you show up in a group, and then it'll be like one per group. So pretty much, like, I am glad that a store is actually starting to do that. Like, I am glad a store is doing that. They're like, oh, we have this, and this, but you can only get one of each. So pretty much, I am actually really amazed. I am glad that somebody's doing it for once. I'm glad that a store is actually taking charge and saying, you know what, we're gonna do it this way, and people are gonna have to like it. So I like that store a little bit more now. Also, something I questioned my teacher right when class ended. It was first class, it was history, and she asked us to like give an actual, like, we had to pretend it was the day before the Kristallnacht. For those of you who don't know, it's something that happened in World War II. So pretty much we had to pretend it was the day before and we were a kid in that time, and we had to choose participate or not. I said the word screw in that paper. I said that that it was a screwed up idea. And then as a joke I made a reference to Jacksepticeye making a second person appear in it and being like, because I wanted to make it like a story, so I did. So somebody else was like, dude, are you talking to yourself again? And then it's like, screw you, Billy. So yeah. But yeah, it knocked me down 5 points, and that was the only thing wrong with my paper. It was the only thing wrong with it. So I went down 5 points from 100, and it's like 15 out of 20. But it bothered me because that's, what, 75 out of 100? Yeah, it's 75 out of 100. Just because I had the word screw on it. And the thing is, I've written screw, like screw you and that stuff. I've done that on other assignments, and the teacher didn't mark me down for it at all. One teacher asked me if I could try to not do that. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try. But if it happens, I apologize. And they were like, oh, that's fine, just please try. So this teacher has it circled and it has like SAL, school appropriate language. I was like, when I brought it up to her, I was like, is that... Oh my god. Oh my god. You can tell why I stay in my room, especially recently. Jeez. But yeah, so pretty much I was like, okay, if that's the only thing wrong, SAL, school appropriate language, is a policy of the school to get people to stop swearing. Now, I can understand, because she says it every time, I understand she, like, upholds that policy. Like, and it's not even a policy, it's not even a rule. It's just something they would prefer you to do. So, they were like, So pretty much I was like, this isn't a swear, and it's so if this is the only thing marking me down, then I want it. Then I want it double. I want it double checked, and if there's something else wrong, I want it pointed out to me. Because if it's not pointed out, then I am gonna have an issue being knocked down 5 points for saying screw. So pretty much I brought it up to her, just said what I just said, and her response is, I'll look through it. I'm being serious. She better look through that, and she better give me something good, because if not, there's going to be an issue. Like, all because you enforce that doesn't mean you can knock my grade down because of it. You can't knock my grade down on a paper. You can't knock my grade down on a paper that had said nothing about saying inappropriate words. Never said anything about that. She never said anything about that. But the thing is, screw is already a replacement word for swears. It's not the best one, but it is. You'd rather somebody say screw you than go. So, you know what I mean. And for those of you who don't, that's a good thing. Don't go anywhere near those. Don't go anywhere near swears. Trust me, not a good thing. Get you in more trouble than it does good. So, pretty much everything happened today. Aaron and Steven, if they show up, maybe I'll do something again. But until that time, wait, let's disappear. I will see you guys. Oh wait, I'll see you guys in the shadows.